Okaeri, welcome back to another Japan Life reading vlog. First and foremost, yes, I'm coming to you from like the brunette side of the spectrum, alright? Looking a little messy right now, but you know, whatever. You see the color, that's the most important part. If you saw my last vlog, the first clip was actually me with this new hair color. My hair had gotten horrendous, okay? It was like in a bad state, all right? I hadn't gone to get it done for probably like 4 months. And I decided, since I can't go as often as I used to for upkeep, to kind of go to the darker like shade area and see how this grows out, how I'm feeling about being brunette, basically. And you know, I said in my previous vlog as well that I did start out very, very blonde when I was young, but as I got older, my hair got darker, but I started playing with colors, so there was always some kind of like bleach in there, and I never really saw like my color as it turned into when I got older. So I decided to kind of match my roots a little bit and see how we feel about it. I love playing with my hair, so we'll see how long this lasts, but I'm pretty happy with it. Not only did I change my hair color, but I also got my fresh undercut done. I feel like myself again. A lot of people say that they want to see my undercut when I get it done, so we're just gonna messily put this in a clip real quick and I'll show it to you guys. It's one of those things where like a lot of people reach out to me after I get my hair cut and stuff and say like, oh my god, I would love to get an undercut, I just don't know if I could do it. Do it. I'm telling you, I cannot go back. I've been doing this for such a long time now. I can't imagine how heavy and hot it would feel to have hair on the whole of my head. Like I can't. No going back ever. But this is what the undercut looks like. I hope you can see it on camera. And I'll twist around to the other side here. So this is what we're working with. I'm telling you, if you're considering an undercut, just do it. You'll thank yourself later. I also got this new hair oil that I am loving. My hair is soaking it up, enjoying it immensely. I love the texture it gives it. Having a great time with that. But anyway, let's talk about what else is going on before we get to the reading. Hata's sister came down to Fukuoka to visit last night from Tokyo, and she is very pregnant. And she wanted this specific hot pot called Motsunabe, which is famous in Fukuoka. And so, you know, what pregnant lady wants, pregnant lady gets, which is absolutely the way the world should work. That's how the world should turn. So we got a nice private room at a local Motsunabe place, went there, and had a lot of fun. I will insert the clips after this because it was going there that made me realize I hadn't started this vlog yet. And I was like, oh, I need to start my other vlog so that I can like make it in time. So I'll insert the clips of the delicious hot pot here. So Hayata's sister is in town. She lives in Tokyo, but she's visiting for the week, and she's pregnant and wanted to eat specifically Fukuoka Motsunabe, which is like a hot pot meal that Fukuoka is famous for. So we're at a very nice Motsunabe restaurant. We have a private room, which is really nice. So Sumire can kind of run around and play. So we're gonna have Motsunabe on this burner, and then Hayato's mom and I are eating sukiyaki, which is a different kind of hot pot, on this burner. It's gonna be so good. Can't wait. So here are the ingredients for sukiyaki and Motsunabe. They're gonna make it for us.
もちろんこちらに置きますね。はい、ありがとうございます。4枚がいいです。4枚が。こちらお野菜を入れいたします。はい。
now that the veggies are cooked down in the soup, you add the meat until it's cooked to the level that you want. And then you take out the parts that you'd like to eat. And then for sukiyaki, which is what this is, you dip it in raw egg. You mix the raw egg up. And I know I still have a little bit of a about raw egg as well, but it tastes damn good. It really does. Oh, it's so. And then the motsunabe, which is what Kaita's sister wanted to eat, is over here. And motsu is intestine, so you have to wait for that to cook really well, so they haven't started eating yet. The sukiyaki was definitely better than the motsunabe, which is just a shame. Lucky I was on team sukiyaki. The meat was delicious. It just melted in your mouth. Like, I have never had that good of sukiyaki before. So, very impressed. The motsunabe could take it or leave it, but I will be going back there for the sukiyaki later in life, for sure. So, Sumire stayed up a bit later than usual, you know, partying with the family. So she went down for her nap a little later than usual, which kind of threw off my usual morning timing, like when I do things, which isn't really any excuse because I spent the last like hour of her nap scrolling and watching Olivia Reads a Latte, her vlogs. They are what I want my vlogs to be. They are so good. I love her vlogs. They bring me such comfort. So I just had that on and I was drinking my green tea and like not doing anything. And anyone else who's a parent knows like nap time is prime time. You cannot be wasting that time. You have to decide, okay, I'm going to use this to relax or I'm going to use this to do other things. You can't like be in the middle. And I hadn't yet made my choice. And now I've used half of it to do nothing. So wish me luck that I get some other stuff done. So I'm going to start this vlog here. And then I also have a war, okay? Every year I have a war in the summer with my command strips on the wall because the humidity in Japan is off the fucking charts every single year and they just drop off. They just start. I just hear like the sound of something falling off the wall and I'm like, oh, there goes another one. And so I spend, I swear to God, half of my time in the summer re-putting that shit up because we can't put holes in our walls here. It's a war every year. I swear, command strip. I'm single-handedly keeping that company afloat with how much like refill shit I buy for them. So I have a couple of those I need to put up. I finally fixed like we hang our towels, our shower towels on command strips, and 2 of them fell off. So only Sumire had her hook, and my towel didn't have a home. I didn't realize how much I liked it having a home, or how much I needed that until it didn't have one, because I kept losing my goddamn towel. I was like, where the hell did I put that? Anyway, you don't care about all of this. This is like home style stuff. But I am going to fix a bunch of those command strips. And then the other thing I really want to do is there's a puzzle in our tatami room that it's a Totoro puzzle, and we worked really hard on it, but what's left is like this upper area that is all just black pieces. And oh God, it's taking forever. And I can't let Sumire in that room with the puzzle because it's like a low coffee table that it's on. And we're not making progress, and I'm sick of having to block that room off from her. So I'm gonna take down the puzzle. I apologize to my mother-in-law. I'm like, look, I know we all worked hard on this, her especially, but like, it's got to go because I need to be able to use the other giant room in my house that I haven't been able to use. So I realized how silly it was that I was like blocking this room off from us living in it for a fucking puzzle that we're going to take down anyway. Usually I glue the puzzles to save them, but they're too big. So this one's too big to like ship later if we glue it. So I'm not even going to glue it. So like, do you guys have things like that where it's like, when you really think about it, it's like logically what you're doing makes 0 sense, but you did it anyway for so long that you just kind of feel like you have to keep doing it. That's what this puzzle thing is. So I'm going to free myself from the not finished puzzle and put that away. So those are the 2 things I really want to do while she's sleeping. And then tonight is not a late night for Hayato, so he's going to come home around dinner time. What a concept. And we're going to have okonomiyaki for dinner, so I'll grab a shot of that. And I also have a one-on-one lesson that I'm teaching tonight. But it's like a friend of ours, so he like comes over. He's probably going to come over early and like play with Sumire and stuff, so it's not like, you know, a rigid lesson like I would usually have with, you know, just a client. So that's going to be fun. And at some point in all of that, I need to edit a video, a Hayato cooking video, which is exclusive to Patreon only. I'm sorry guys, but like it's a soft launch of Hayato's cooking tutorials. So that's gonna be coming out to Patreon soon and I'm so excited. So I need to finish editing the voiceover for that and then it's finally done. Been working on this project for a while. So I need to do that. And then I also need to do some reading. Right now I am reading Steamborn still. When I sat down to read this for the first time, I read like 15% in one sitting. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna finish this so quickly. But then it's my choices that have meant that I've only read like another 15% in the next like 3 days, like the last like 3 days. So I'm about 30% into this book. It's a SPFBO book, so I don't talk too much about it before the reviews come out. But so far, I am enjoying it. It is a fun romp. The world is really interesting. It's this like 15-year-old boy. I think I mentioned in my previous vlog that it's very young YA, kind of bordering on middle grade, where he lives in like this walled city. And outside the city are these like giant bugs that keep trying to come into the city through the wall that they've built. And he is the apprentice of a tinkerer, so he likes like making doodads and all that. So that's actually really interesting. I'm enjoying those little technology sections of it. I don't know, I'm having a good time with it. But I'm only 30% of the way through. So I need to make progress in this today. And then I'm also going to read my book for my reread vlog, which is going to be coming out. Obviously the books I'm reading for that are secret. There are 3 though, that are going to be in it. So I'm going to read a little bit of that one. And then I guess I have to pick where I want to go from there. I still have Of Darkness and Light on the back burner. You know what? That's probably the one I'll pick up next. Make some progress in that because I've kind of stalled on that one. It's been my background book. So maybe I'll bring that to the forefront again and read a little bit more of that. Oh, I forgot. I also have this one, which is The House at Pooh Corner. This is from my library, so I definitely need to get to this. This is going to be a quick, fun read. You know what? That's what I think I'll do. I'll do Steamborn, and then I'll do this one, and then I'll go with Of Darkness and Light. Yeah, I think that's the order I'm going to go for. Watch it be different in the next check-in. It probably will be. But let me actually go do the things I said I was going to do while Sumire is asleep, and I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Maybe tonight. Here is said puzzle. These are the pieces I just put back in the box. We had organized them by shape and everything, but this is the section that we just... Listen, we're not making progress. This part was fun. So my dad also loves to do puzzles, so I'm thinking they're gonna come visit later in the year, so I'm thinking then we can all, like, as a team, attack this thing. So I think that's gonna be the case. So I'm just gonna clean this up while watching Olivia. Hey bestie! You have no idea who I am, but thank you for the comfort you provide. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this and see if Sumire is still awake when I'm done, and then it's time for the command strips. Okay, so it's several hours later. We did most of the command strip stuff. We did basically everything we wanted to do, except read. But I did want to show, I've been trying to grow roots from these cuts that I have from my potos. This one hasn't quite got roots yet. It's having such a hard time focusing on this. There we go. But the other one here, the other cut that I have, let's take this out. This one is doing fantastic. Focus on the front, please. Not on the back. Not on Totoro. There we go. This one's doing fantastic. So I'm going to move this to soil now and change the soil, or change the water on this guy. It really wants to focus on Totoro, so let's just give him his moment. There's Totoro. We also have Yakuru over here. But I have this wooden bar here that I'm gonna take these fake lemon plants off. I don't like it there at all, and put some real plants hanging here. And then I might change the angle of my videos to get that in the background. Some more depth of field. Look at us getting fancy. I'm not sure, but I might go for it. But either way, I think it'd be nice to have some plants here. So that's what we're working on now, and that's what I took the cuts for. So we'll see. Okay, so I did not show the making of the okonomiyaki this time, but if you've watched my channel for a while, you know what this is. It's like a Japanese fritter, with the base being cabbage and like a pancake-like batter, and then you put whatever you want in it. So we put shrimp, mochi, tenkasu, which is like crunchy, the crunchy leavings of tempura, and a couple other things. So this is the adult version, and I'm gonna put some aonori, which is like small flakes of seaweed on top. And then we also have these happy little babies, baby version. She already enjoyed one, but I'm super hungry, so itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Oh man, we're looking a little rough around the dark circle area. I have no excuse for that though. I slept really well last night, so did Sumire. So speaking of Sumire, she is currently destroying the bathroom, so it gives me a moment to record this. Let's see, yesterday I got a lot done. I did set up the kind of background area with the plants to hopefully play with some of my filming setup. So I did get that done. I continued my war with the command strips, and I've won this battle. We have yet to see who will win the war for the summer, but this battle is mine. So those are all fixed, and I was able to do a bunch of other things that I had on my plate for yesterday. So it was a pretty successful day. I did get some reading done last night, but I got most of it done this morning, so I'm about 65% of the way into Steamborn now, and I think I've made my decision about which way I'm going to sway for SPFBO. No spoilers for that, you're just going to have to wait for before we go blog for us to share our team vote for that. But I think I've decided which way I'm going to go with it. But either way, regardless of what my decision is, I am going to finish it. I'm having a good time with it. I'll talk more in depth about my thoughts about it when I finish it, but I definitely made progress there. That's the only reading progress that I've made though recently. I'm about to go take a bike ride with Sumire. I have a bike that like has a child seat on the back, so we can go on bike rides together. It's been wonderful. We got it just like a week or so ago, and it's been life-changing. So we're gonna go do that now that the main heat of the day has passed. I've got a private lesson again tonight that I have to go to this time, so yeah, I've done my prep for that, made my lesson plan and all of that, so I'm just gonna go take a bike ride with Sumire, get some caffeine in my system before this this class, and hopefully get some more reading done tonight. Okay guys, so I'm recording with the camera in the car. I'm not used to these angles, and it's a lot heavier than my phone, so we're gonna see how this goes. Today we're trying once again to go to Lalaport. We tried last Sunday and we got there late in the afternoon, and the wait to get into parking was horrendous. Easily would have been 45 minutes to an hour. So we are trying again today. We've left earlier, not as early as we wanted to, but we did leave earlier. And we'll see how it goes. I have to do some shopping because I actually have an interview tomorrow. I'm getting back into the workforce little by little, but I need work pants. Pregnancy leggings and jeans are not going to work in this case, so have to do some shopping. And Lalaport's a good place to do everything that we needed to do, so we're going to try again. Reading update is last night I finished, God this is heavy, I finished Steamborn. It was good, I really enjoyed it. Again, I don't want to say too much before the review comes out on Before We Go blog for the SPFBO, announcements. But I had a really good time with it. I'll revisit it though and talk more about like what I enjoyed about it and all of that once the review is up. But I did finish that, which means that I am going back to another read. I still have to read The House at Pooh Corner, but I forgot to bring that today. I did bring my Kindle, so I'm thinking I'll pick up Of Darkness and Light and try to make some progress in that. I stalled out at about 45%. So I'm going to try to pick that back up today. And also one of my secret books, I'm still reading that. Once we get to Lalaport, I will, probably not use this camera just because I have to carry it all around the mall, and I'm not sure That's something that I want to do today. We'll see. So we might be getting phone footage instead. But either way, I will get you guys some B-roll, show you guys the Japanese mall, and maybe some food that we get there. Maybe. Possibly.
Maybe.
We're definitely going to eat something there.
Just like bread in convenience stores.
You know, I haven't really shown you guys convenience stores, actually. That could probably be some pretty good content. But yeah, we'll probably eat something at Lalaport because we had a very small breakfast this morning. So yeah, I also had a live with my private book club, and only one of us finished the book that I was talking about in the previous vlog. The rest of us were like, ooh, nah, I'm not finishing this. So it was kind of funny that all of us felt the same way. So I met with them this morning. So it was an early morning in that regard. But yeah, we're gonna need some caffeine and we're gonna need some food. So check back in with you guys in a bit. So as you saw earlier, we made a reservation at the little kiosk in the middle of the mall for the place we wanted to come to, which is the original pancake house. Something's definitely gone wrong in the kitchen because it's taking forever to get our food. But I thought I would show you the first thing that came out, which are these chocolate chip pancakes. Chocolate chip pancakes, I haven't had these in so long. I used to get them from IHOP all the time. You know the ones that used to have like the smiley face with the strawberries and the chocolate chips, like for kids? I used to get that every time I went there. So hopefully these taste good. And we also heated up a homemade little Okonomiyaki pancake that we brought from home from Sumine. At food courts here, they always have like a water and microwave station. So we heated that up for her, and she's chomping on that. And her favorite right now, which is zucchini. Don't ask me why. Whatever, it's good for me. She likes veggies. So she's having those right now. And we're still waiting on Hayato's pancake, which is supposed to be the house specialty. It's taken forever though, so we'll see. So this is what Hayato ordered. She just brought out a couple little plates. One had a big thing of butter, which she melted on the inside. Then she put a bunch of lemon juice and powdered sugar. And then you cut it and eat it, I guess. Never had anything like this before in my life. My previous vlog, you'll recognize this store as the gachapon store, the one where you get all of the little trinkets. I had this in a previous vlog. I'll have it linked down below. I'm about to go meet Hayato and Sumire because we had split up though, so I'm not going to spend too much time in here today. But I'll have the vlog where I did linked down below. One pair of pants acquired. I still want to try to find at least one more. Zara only had this pair of pants in my size, like one pair, so still want to try to find one more. I went to Goo, no luck. So now we're gonna go to Uniqlo. Basically the same exact store, but maybe they'll have something that'll work for me. We're gonna get some taiyaki from this place. It's like a little manju, like a little pastry. And the inside you can have whatever filling you want. I think we're gonna get anko. And we also have had these before, these daifuku from this company over here. They're very delicious, but they're very expensive, so we're not getting those today. So this is what the taiyaki looks like. We already ate one, but you can see it looks like a fish here. And I'll show you the inside. Oh, you got matcha.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So it's filled with whatever you choose. Before we had white anko. It was pretty good too. Our first time having this company, but if you're in Japan, this is a very yummy sweet and I highly recommend it. Okay, so I'm at another mall on another day. I haven't filmed a check-in in between yet, but I wanted to show you guys this. There's this Japanese festival called Yamakasa that happens in Fukuoka, and it's really cool. It's a race where they carry these giant floats, like a whole team of people carries it at the bottom here, and they race to see who can complete the course the quickest. So they display the floats before the festival all over Fukuoka, and this mall is one of the places where they display them. There's a couple other spots that they're at every year, and this side is all lit up. Those are the sponsors. And I think it's in a week, and they have it. Okay guys, I am here with a filming partner for this check-in. It's been a couple days, and by a couple I mean probably like 4 or 5 since I last had like a face-to-face check-in. A lot has been happening over here. I had 2 interviews this week, and then this morning Sumire woke up with like 100-degree fever, so that was fun to try to balance with everything else. It's been a lot going on, but I have been able to get some reading done, which is good. I wanted to finish my last library book that I had out, which is The House on Pooh Corner. I haven't finished it yet. I'm on page 56, but it's just as charming as the first one. The little drawings add so much to it, as I've mentioned before. Milne still does that technique where he capitalizes things that wouldn't usually be capitalized, and that still is such a cute little addition to these books. I don't know why I love that technique so much, but something about it just gives me the warm fuzzies. So I am thoroughly enjoying this. I'm hoping to finish it tonight, although I do have to record some videos. This past weekend I was hoping to record some sit-down videos for my channel, but I had actually been promising the Hayato's first cooking video to my patrons for a while, and so I wanted to get that finished, and I did get it finished. Sorry guys, it is patrons only at this point, but I got that finished and we're actually really proud of it. But now that that's out, I can focus on recording some stuff for the BookTube channel. So I'm hoping to do that tonight. I don't know if I'll have the energy. Depends on how Sumire is feeling. Her fever finally went down thanks to some meds that she took, but you know, fevers usually spike back up again at night. So we'll see how she feels, and if I have a chance to record if she goes down, you know, well tonight. Might get some done. If not, then I'll probably get some reading done in between or while holding her, hopefully finishing this book. I have at least 4.5, probably 5-star vibes for this. I'm very excited. The interviews that I had went well, so I'm also going to see a shift in my schedule soon. We'll see how that affects filming times and how often I can get videos up for you guys, especially like the long form sit down ones. Those take a little bit longer to coordinate and set up for than these vlog check-ins do. So I just have a lot like changing and adjusting on my side. Plus I'm going to Glasgow for Worldcon at the beginning of August, and I can't wait. So there's just a lot to prepare for and a lot changing this month. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, and hopefully I can get into a schedule that works for everyone. Because I want to continue putting content out for you guys on a regular basis. But for now, I'm going to hang out with my buddy Pretzel. It won't focus on his face, just mine. Let's see if it'll focus on his cute little face. There we go. I'm going to hang out with Pretzel for a bit. Let him get his exercise, and then put my sicky daughter down and see if she sleeps well. And then we'll see what the rest of the night holds. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning at least. Said interview went well, so we are out for a celebration dinner at a place called Hotaru. Hayato used to work at a different location, and a new one opened near the house. And the head chef is a friend of his, so we wanted to show our support. We'll probably be coming here a lot more often because it's nearby now. And this, I forgot to show the first order, but this is the next order. This is adult potato salad. And this is, I don't know the Japanese, but tsubukai. Or I don't know the English, that's what I meant to say. I'll put it up on the screen, I'll Google it, and then I'll show you what we get next. But this place is delicious, I must say. This is one of my favorite types of sashimi. It's not seaweed. I forgot English.
Seaweed on the top.
英語忘れちゃって。Sesame yellowtail sashimi, and it looks absolutely delicious. So we ordered some sake. This is the bottle from Fukuoka specifically, recommended to us by staff. So this is the bottle it came from. And then it's the portion that we ordered is poured into here, and then we pour it into here, and then we drink from there. So y'all know that fish that I have for breakfast? I ate the frozen version, which is very good, but this is the fresh version of that. And I forget the English translation, as I usually do in these moments. I'll put it on the screen. Cod, right? So mirin marinated silver cod, I think. So this is the fresh version. I'm very excited to eat it. How's the sake?
I like it.
It's sweet and fruity. Very good.
Yeah, it's a little bit spicy.
You think?
I think so. I like pepper flavor and fruity flavor.
So we ordered for our last thing dashimaki tamago, which is a type of Japanese rolled omelet with dashi, which is fish stock, inside, and you dip it in mayo. So we're at a different sushi place, a different company than we usually go to, Sushi. We both hadn't been here for several years, but in our memory it tasted good. It is very good. We are thoroughly enjoying ourselves. And they have a renewal. They recently had like a renewal and changed the system a bit. So it goes down this centerpiece, but then when it's your food, it comes over here, like a little station. So you don't have to grab it right away, which is very nice. We just ordered Sumire a rice omelet sushi. She hasn't had ketchup yet, so I'll probably take that off, but look at that beauty. That's for you! So for the last thing, we ordered a set today. We usually don't do this, we usually order one by one, but it had some of what each of us wanted for our last sushi today. So we have 2 total fatty tuna. This is what I wanted. Salmon, I don't know what this is. What's this one? I didn't look.
カレー、サメガレー。カレーはね、is it flounder?
A flounder. Ah, a cut of the flounder. So I usually like enga, which is the outside of the flounder. This must be a different cut of the flounder.
The name is shark flounder.
Oh, shark flounder. Oh no, I haven't had that. Aji. Iwashi. Ah, sardine.
Sardine?
Mm-hmm.
I said sardine.
Sardine. And this is river eel. River eel? No. Ocean eel. Sea eel. Ocean eel. Sea eel.
Eel.
Listen, anyway, it's gonna be yummy. Itadakimasu. Cheers. Let me move you guys closer because this is, you don't need to be that far. That's silly. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that'll hold its position. It's one of those days, guys, where pouring coffee from one container into another feels like I did something. So, you know, give props where props is due. All right. This week has been insane. Just quick summary. I had 2 interviews. One of them has been completed and your girl is now employed, which is very exciting. Getting back into the workforce after having a baby is always a big step. So it's a part-time gig, but I am very happy with it. It's also a job that I reached out to. I searched and found out about. But the second interview was a company that actually reached out to me in a new job sector, but one that like I'm into it, I'm interested. I didn't really know that this genre of work existed before. But now that I do know, consider me intrigued. So I had the first interview this past week, and I had the second one, which is like, you know, you have to demonstrate your skills kind of in a demo. I have that this next week. So I'm in the middle of preparing for that. But amidst all of these like schedule changing, life changing, getting back out into the world after having a kid kind of feelings and vibes, Sumire also got quite sick. She spiked a really high fever of about 102 randomly one day. We don't know what set it off. Of course, we took her to the pediatrician, got her meds, and her fever, while it remained high for a couple days, seemed to be well regulated. And then one night, she woke up, having had like a low-grade fever that day still, woke up and made the scariest breathing sound I have ever heard in my life. It sounded like she could not get breath into her lungs. Immediate panic. So Hayato and I drove her to the hospital, the emergency room, at like 11:30 at night. Wasting no time. We were like, what if she's having an allergic reaction? Like that, whoo, never want to hear that sound come from her little body again. We got her to the hospital, explained a little bit of what might be going on, but said that she wasn't like in immediate danger and gave us some medicine to kind of get us through the night. And then the next morning we went to her usual pediatrician, who explained that she had something called croup. And I'm just putting this out there as a PSA. Like if you have a kid that under 6 years old, sometimes they get this. And I'd never heard of this, so I'm just putting it out there, you know, for someone who might end up seeing these signs or something, that this might be what it is and you don't have to feel as just bone-chillingly terrified as I did. But it sounds a lot worse than it is. It's like this virus that gets into the vocal cords and they swell up. And usually it's mild. It's because the babies or young kids, their throats are small, so any swelling can make like the vocal cords make this sound that sounds like they can't get air in, even though they are getting air in, but it sounds awful. There are some heavier cases, and of course always take them into the doctor regardless, but it sounds a lot worse than it is, which just thank God. But she was not having a good time. She was struggling with that for a while. So we got her all the medications that she needed for that. And I am happy to say that in the last day or so, she seems to have made a full recovery. She turned the corner. Happy-go-lucky little girl that she usually is. So we're past that, but this has been a week, okay? Really high highs, really low lows. And of course, when something like that happens, it takes precedence over everything else. So did I get reading done? Did I get editing done? You know the answer to this. No, I did not. I read like 5 pages, I think, of The House at Pooh Corner. So good for me. 5 pages of progress in a children's book. But now that things have calmed down in that sense, I do plan to finish this tonight. I was able to finally get some videos recorded. I've been trying to record for like a week and a half now. I finally made time for it. Get some editing done as well because, you know, all is well health-wise over here. So I can focus on some other stuff again. So hopefully we will make some good reading and editing progress and you guys will start seeing some content. Also super excited about the page chewing stuff that we have lined up for this month. I released the schedule a couple days ago and we have one every weekend this month. So very excited for that. But I just want to say for those of you out here who are going through a phase or a point in your life right now where pouring pre-made coffee from one container into another feels like you did something, I'm with you. I hear you. I hope you get through the season that you're going through soon and you are not alone. All right, guys, we are doing a check-in. The last check-in I did, I think, I talked about how wild the last couple weeks for me have been. It continued, okay? It's been 2 weeks of just craziness. Some really high highs, really low lows. But we made it through kind of the crux of it. Your girl's tired. But tonight, my mother-in-law is here to offer some relief, finally. She got COVID and then Hayato now has COVID and it's just, that's on top of finding out I need ankle surgery and me getting 2 new jobs and Sumire getting sick, like really sick, and then to deal with that. It's just, so much has happened. And so Hayato's mom is feeling better now. She tested negative and she is taking over childcare tonight. And I've talked about her so many times on here, but you know, I really feel for you and sympathize if you didn't, you know, your in-laws were not the best match for you, but if you're someone else who hit the jackpot with your in-laws, just I want to share some love for them here because my mother-in-law is absolutely fantastic. So she's gonna stay the night tonight, and I got back from work a couple hours ago, and I plan to just kind of veg tonight. But I do want to close out this vlog with this clip, I think, and then I'll start doing some editing for it, and maybe I can get it out for you guys next week. So to close this vlog out, let's talk about what I finished reading. So I did finish, finally, The House at Pooh Corner. That's an indication of what kind of the last couple weeks have been, because it took me 2 weeks to read a children's book. Like, that's the level we were at. But I returned it to the library. It was a little late, actually, so sorry to the library staff, but I did return it already, so I can't like hold it up. The charm that's in the original Pooh stories continues on to The House at Pooh Corner, and actually The House at Pooh Corner had a lot more of the stories that I'm familiar with. I think Disney pulled from that one a little heavier for the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. So reading the stories in their original form that I kind of already knew from the movie was also really, really fun. I still have to read When We Were 6, which is the last poetry collection in the quartet, and I hope to get to that in the next month or so. But I would basically recommend, so far anyway, I can't see the last book being that different, I would recommend this quartet to anyone if they want something cute and whimsical and just something to cheer them up. And you know, there's a couple nuggets of wisdom hidden in there too. So now that I've finished and returned The House at Pooh Corner, I'm gonna focus the next week or so on my reread reads for my reread vlog. I really want to kind of get back to those. I put some of those on the back burner to finish some of my buddy reads and some of my library books first. But yeah, I'd really like to get back to those rereads. Obviously, it's a separate vlog from this one, so you'll hear all about that when I finish recording that. But I think that closes out the reading portion of this vlog. Now that we're done talking about the books, I'd also like to film a little taste test for you guys. I do this every once in a while when I find a particularly weird flavor over here. There are some flavors that might seem weird to people traveling in Japan that don't seem so weird to me now. So when something catches my eye, like you know it's some odd shit. And this time around, it was KFC original chicken flavored chips. Like, don't get it twisted, it is the original flavor. They make very sure to make that clear. And I don't know, I think American KFC is better than Japanese KFC. Honestly, I've had it several times here and it's never blown my mind. But I'm kind of curious what these are gonna taste like. So I thought we would try it together. There's always this like little indent, extra indent on the top here, if it'll focus. Are my eyes still? Maybe that's why it won't focus. Hold on. Come on, camera, I believe in you. Here we go. There's like this extra indent spot here as the place where you're supposed to rip. And I always tell people, if you're having trouble with opening a Japanese snack or really anything from Japan, it is user error. I guarantee you, because they are so smart when it comes to, you know, packaging. It's wild. Oh, well, I don't know why I held that up to the camera, like you would be able to smell what I just smelled. Ugh. It smells almost like the pizza chips they have. That is a giant chip, good lord. It smells almost like the pizza chips they have here, which is to say that it smells kind of like a fart, but also kind of like food. Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly. And there's like a little unknown spice smell in there too, which maybe is the original KFC spice. But let's see. I'm no KFC expert, but we'll see what my first impression is. Oh, that's odd. That's an odd experience. It does have that kind of, the little pocket of fat, you know, that's underneath the KFC. What I'm talking about? Like the underneath the crispy layer. It does have that flavor. Specifically that flavor. It doesn't taste like chicken, but it tastes like that. Which is very unique, I think, to KFC. Yeah. It's like the crispy, tastes like the crispy outer layer with the fat included. Which is another reason why Family Chicken is so good. The convenience stores, there's a couple different main ones here. Family Market, good lord, I can't talk. Family Mart chicken, which is called Famichiki. It specifically has like this layer of fat. Absolutely phenomenal, by the way. Addictive, dangerous. But that's exactly what this tastes like. But it's not like good. Like, I have no desire to eat another chip right now. But I'm sure Hayato will eat these because he's not picky.
I have COVID, so I can't eat it.
This is the man who ate an entire bag of chips earlier.
I can't. I have COVID.
He's like yelling at me from our tatami room because he's quarantined in there. I'll chuck these in the room. Just throw them, yeet them in there, and then eventually it'll be eaten by the gremlin that lives in there right now. Yeah, so I don't know. These are not bad. Would I recommend them? Not necessarily. If you want something fun, they're a weird taste. Okay, now that the books and the taste test is over, let's finish by talking about life things. But I want to finish out by saying that if you find yourself, you know, going through a hard time, you're really busy, and content has to go by the wayside, as another content creator, I feel you. I think we're the ones that put the most pressure on ourselves because we love what we do and we want to be consistent for those that watch us. But I have found consistently that when I reach out to people who follow me or mention, you know, I'm sorry that this didn't get out on time, etc., something that might really bother me, the people that watch me are like, that's fine. Like, we'll watch it whenever you get it out to us because we want to see what you create, and it's not worth, you know, your mental health to create those things. And I just want to make sure that I put that message, that wonderful message from my village, out to you guys as well. Take care of yourselves. We all love making this content. That's why we do it. We love books and we love talking about it, but just take a breather if you need it, you know? We'll all be here when you come back. But on that note, I'm going to close out this particular Japan Life reading vlog. I will see you in the next one very soon. But this time, I'd like you to let me know in the comments a weekly win for you. This is something that I do with my patrons. I like to hear whatever you consider a success from the past couple weeks. Maybe it was reading related, maybe it wasn't. Please let me know in the comments down below, and let's spread some positivity in this comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. I'd love to have you as part of this community, and I appreciate it. But for now, get to head out. Jenny.